What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today I am super excited because we are doing a first impression of the new Desi Katy Dose of Colors Friendcation Collection. As soon as this dropped on the Dose of Colors website the other day, I got in there as quickly as I could and ordered all the things I wanted. I almost ordered the entire collection in like a moment of like heat and panic, but I decided not to do that because it was a little pricey for everything. So what I got was the Friendcation palette, one of the new liquid lipsticks that's a satin formula. The shade I got is called My Main. I got the new gloss, and I got one of the lipsticks, the classic lipstick bullets. The one I got is the shade Aftermath, which is kind of like a rum brown shade. It was very pretty, very fall-like, so I figured it was appropriate. But before we get started, I kind of want to let you guys know my plan with this. So I'm gonna open it and do a first impressions today and just do like a simple look using the palette and try on the different lipsticks. But my plan going forward is that within the next couple of days, I would like to do a 3 looks 1 palette with the Friendcation palette because I have several ideas in mind that I think would be really awesome with that palette. I think it deserves a 3 looks video. But if I wait to film a 3 looks video, it's gonna be so long after the release that I don't think you guys are gonna be interested anymore. So I want to do a first impression, and in a few days, stick around. If you're not subscribed, perfect reason to go ahead and sub. So really, you're getting 4 looks with this palette in total because we're gonna do a real simple one today as well. I look a little bit more disheveled than usual because I've been wearing this makeup like all day and my hair is just not living its best life, but I've been running around all day long doing errands, and then I saw this was here when I came home and I sat down immediately to film. I just took off my eye makeup, so that's where we're at. So the box came with a little information card with a little note from them on the back. It's very cute. It also came with some Desi Katy stickers, which are so cute. The packaging is custom to the Desi Katy collection, which is really nice. It shows that they put some thought into every part of this collection, which I appreciate. I did review the original Desi Katy collab like a year ago. I'll probably not link that here though because my editing and filming skills have gotten so much better now that I don't know, I don't feel good about my old videos anymore, you know what I mean? I'm gonna dive into the palette first because that is the one that's gonna be the most interesting when we open it up. The lipsticks, pretty much we're only gonna see what they look like once they're on my mouth. It's got a nice embossed rose gold cardboard unicorn, and the packaging on the exterior of the palette is similar to the original collection. I think this color may be a little bit darker, but it is that same textured material, that really interesting metallic textured material that they used on the original collection. Let me go grab actually one of the packagings from the original, see if it's a different color or if I'm just losing it. Okay, no, it is definitely darker. Glad I'm not as crazy as I thought. Here's what the palette looks like on the inside. I actually haven't even looked at it myself yet. Whoa, okay, everybody keeps saying that this shade here looks so much different in person, and now that I'm seeing how different it looks in person, I kind of can't believe it. Because I'm looking at it on the monitor and it looks like bright blue. Here in person, there is so much purple blue shift to this that it doesn't even look like the same color. That is unbelievable. I've never seen anything like that. This shade here, Dirty Money, also looks so much more green in person, and on camera it looks like straight up pretty much gold. Wow. I know they mentioned that this collection is going to be available at Ulta, and honestly, if you're interested in the palette, I would suggest trying to go look at it in store if you can, because I am absolutely blown away by how much more interesting this looks in person than it does on camera. Like, I legitimately can't even describe how different the color a moment looks in person. It's kind of crazy. So what I'm going to do is actually just start creating a really simple eye look with these so I can test out the mattes, and we're going to use one of the pops of color today. I'm going to dip my finger into all the shades and we'll see how they look just swatched on my fingers, and then we will try on each of the lipsticks. And if there is like a certain product out of the bunch that I got here that you want to see in particular, I am going to leave timestamps in the description below so you can just jump to the product that you want to see if you are pressed for time. Although if you're not pressed for time, I would suggest just sticking around and hanging out because we're gonna have some fun. And also, as always, all the products that I use will be listed and linked in the description as well. Go into my crease first with the matte shade Necessary on a MAC 217. Off to a good start. It's applying nice and smooth. Let me zoom in closer. Why not? Just so you guys know what I'm working with here, I did prime my eyes before we started with the Urban Decay Primer Potion in the color Eden, and I did not set it. All right, very happy so far with the pigmentation on that. I'm just gonna blend the edge of that out with a clean brush. I'm just gonna dip my finger into Dirty Money because I just wanna see what that looks like. Oh, ooh, that's like molten. Oh my goodness, okay, like that. We are happy with that. Okay, let's dip into a Moment. Okay, so that looks gorgeous on camera and you can kind of see the shift a little bit now that it's on my finger. That's a lot more true to what it looks like in life. It's almost like beetle wing kind of a shade. Wow, it's so pretty. Even though you can see the shift more on camera when it's on my finger than you can in the pan, it's still a little bit more purple than this in person than it is on camera, but this is definitely more representative than it looks there. There's the shade Game Over. Hey, focus on my finger. Focus. Focus on my finger. Ooh, that looks like, that just looks like wet leather. Like, that's sexy. This is Just a Kiss. And that is Try Me. But the pop of color that I'm going to use today is going to be a Moment, because I think it'll be a really nice way to recreate one of my favorite looks I've ever done, which I've actually done a couple of times for Instagram now, which is like a nude eye with a thick black winged eyeliner and then a pop of a really, really metallic reflective shimmer on the inner corner. It looks like it needs me to do that with it, and it'll be an interesting way to keep it simple today. Okay, that's the plan. Next, I'm going to dip into a little of the shade Girl Bye, which is like a matte mauve on a BH No. 7 brush, and I'm going to use that in the outer portion of the crease. So far, these mattes are beautiful. They're really applying nicely. I've been having one of those days where like my eyeshadow looks like shit no matter what I do. I was even a little hesitant to do this video on these products because I was like, ugh. Like, I feel like my eyelids look shitty today, you know, like they look a little crepey sometimes, and I don't want to misrepresent the products, but I was also really excited to play with them, so I did it anyway. And in spite of the fact that my eyelids are like dry and nothing wants to sit on them very nicely today, they are performing really well, like really, really well. I'm gonna go ahead and pop on a nice thick wing, but make it very tapered so that the inner corner is really thin, using the Kat Von D dagger liner to save time because we have quite a few products to get to in this video. I'm gonna do it off camera and then I'm gonna get right back to it and we're going to dive into one of these pops of color. Okay, I did an absolute dog shit job on these wings. It's a good thing we didn't do them on camera because you would have been like, I don't want a tutorial on this. But that's okay, we're just doing a first impression today. We're having a good time, we're trying some new products. We're not here for perfection, we're here for some fun. I'm gonna pick up a Sigma E30 pencil brush and I'm gonna dip it into the color A Moment, and I am going to pack that onto my inner corner area and then start blending it out toward my crease. This could go disastrously depending on how dark this applies, but if it goes well, it's gonna look hot fire. So I'm applying it dry. We're gonna see how it goes dry first. If we feel like maybe we need to get in there with a little bit of Fix Plus, then so be it. Woo! Ooh, ooh. A little fog got in my eye, and it burned a lot, and I don't know why, but it burned a lot. The way that blends out is actually really, really pretty. I hope you guys can like see what I'm seeing here in person on camera. So far it looks really cool to you guys. It also looks like I put way too much on and I got punched in the eye, but we're gonna wipe some of it away. It's gonna be all right. Nothing a little makeup wipe can't fix. Okay, that's much better. I need to go underneath my eyes with some concealer anyway because I took my concealer off because it looked disgusting by the time I got home. But I have to say, I am blown away by how easily this blended out and how little went such a long way. Like, it's so reflective and so pigmented, but it blends out like really far. The only thing that was a little weird is that a little flake of it fell in my eye and it burned. Like, it burned. But the thing is that this color is so pretty that I'm kind of willing to deal with pain because it's pretty. Is that sick? I mean it though. Taking a little bit more basic on a pencil brush and just using that to blend the edge of that a little bit softer, just because brought it out a little too far. I'm gonna go back into the color Girl Bye on a MAC 221S brush, and I'm going to bring that a little further in the crease and meet that with the blue. That way it's like a continued shape, like we're contouring the whole eye socket kind of thing going on here. The last time I did this look, it was with like a similar type of blue, but it had a clear base. I used the Urban Decay Vice lip topper in the color White Lie, and it's a similar type of reflect, but it's not as dark, so I feel like I need to work it a little bit differently so this doesn't look really crazy. I'm a little shook over the finish of this though. It's so pretty. I just concealed my under eyes, and in the process of concealing my under eyes, I actually decided that I freaking love this look. I love it. I love it. I love it. That's how I love it. I'm gonna go into the color Churro on the same BH number 7 brush. I just cleaned it off on a color switch, and I'm gonna use that to softly define the underneath portion of my eye. I'll kind of help balance the whole thing out. And just to finish this off a little bit more, I'm gonna dip into the color Just a Kiss. I'm just gonna place it right here in the only place where we really don't have a color anymore. I'm using a pencil brush to place it right on where we have no color on the bottom, and it got on my eye and it burned again. Why? It's so pretty, but it hurts me. It's so pretty. It's so subtle, but it's like just a, oh, it's just a kiss. That's the name of it. Wow. Wow, that all just came together. I'm gonna go pop some lashes on and some mascara just to finish off this eye look, and then we're just gonna jump right into the lip products. Obviously, I'm gonna try them all. Which one will pair with this? We'll see. Okay, I popped on the House of Lashes Iconic Lashes. I am having a hard time today. They are not stuck on properly. I'm having a lot of troubles, but the show must go on. Can't even tell you how fascinated I am with Just a Kiss, because it goes on like almost like a glimmer veil, and it has like different reflex in it, and it's so interesting and so nuanced, and it's such a good shade. I am absolutely 100% into this palette, except for the burning of the eyes part, which goes away really quickly. It's a little uncomfortable though. Honestly, it's not gonna ever stop me from using it because these colors are so good, and it's not like it's making my eyes super red and it's burning them and irritating them like as I'm wearing it. It's completely fine. It's just like a bit of fallout when it gets in there when you're applying it. It just and then it's gone. It's so strange. So now I want to try all 3 of the lip products, and I'm going to do this as logically as possible. So I'm going to start with the lip gloss. This is the new lip gloss shade. It is called The Most. Clear with like a multi-chrome, sort of a diamond shimmer in there. It's kind of reminding me a bit of the most recent Fenty gloss that we reviewed as far as the whiteness of it. But unlike the Fenty gloss, it actually kind of has like an oyster shell sort of a shift to it. It's not just white, which makes it a little bit more interesting. It's got a flat paddle style doe foot. This gloss is very, very pretty. It smells, I don't know, I feel like I'm getting like a slight vanilla, but not much. Just like vanilla whispered something to me from the other room. I feel like it's a bit less sticky than the Over the Top gloss that they released last year. And the glitter is smaller, so it's a bit less gritty. When I first got the Over the Top gloss, I don't remember what I thought at first, but I remember thinking the second time I wore it, like when I wore it for a long time, that it was grittier than it felt when I first applied it. Right now, this doesn't feel gritty at all though. Like I'm not feeling like the lip exfoliation that you get with some glittery glosses. I think because the particles are smaller. Ooh. This is giving me lips. This has been on for like 14 seconds. Why is it doing that? Look at that. That's gross. Ugh. Maybe I put too much. Okay, so that's not cute and I don't like that, but I do like the finish of it when it's first applied. So maybe I will try applying less, because the top lip where it didn't do that, it still looks really gorgeous. So I'm hoping that it was just like I put too much on, or I had too much lip balm left on my lips or something. But that's how it wears. Then I'm not into it. Next, I'm going to try the Bullet lipstick. Packaging is very sleek, just like the rest of the collection. My little tip there was smashed off before it came out, but that's okay. That happens sometimes with lipstick. Let's see how it applies. The lipstick, I think it was put in there wrong, because that explains why it was smashed on the top, because it was sitting out too far. And right now, like when I was applying it, it already seems like it's broken at the base, like it moves back and forth. The formula is really nice, it's going on really nice, but something is wrong with the way that it was like placed into the lipstick tube. So I'm gonna finish off this lip by using a brush. Okay, so that's the shade Aftermath. It's nice and opaque, it feels nice and light on the lips, it's comfortable. My lips sitting here right now. Obviously I don't know how it wears just yet, but my first impression of it is nice. It's unfortunate that the bullet seems to be like broken in the container, because it's very hard to apply that way. Hopefully that's just kind of like a fluke that happened to just mine and not an issue that they have overall. I'm not super crazy just about the way that this looks right now. One, because I don't think it goes with this eye, and two, because I would never usually wear a color like this without a liner, but I think this is gonna be a really, really nice pair with MAC Chicory liner, so I may be wearing that tomorrow. So next we'll try the Liquid Velvet in the color My Main. This is a new formula from Dose, so I've used the Dose of Colors liquid lipsticks quite a few times before, but apparently this is different because it doesn't completely dry down to a matte. It's like a demi matte. It is in the same packaging that they released in the first round for the liquid lipsticks, and that's what the shade looks like. So of all of the lip products so far, this is absolutely 100% my favorite, no question. I really like the finish, I like the color of this. I think it's a perfect neutral. For me, anyway. Everybody's different with what they like for their neutrals. Personally, I like my neutrals to be a little bit on the warmer side and a little bit darker than my skin tone. But it went on very, very evenly. It was super easy to apply. The packaging was perfect. Nothing was wrong with this. I am a big fan, and it smells much like the lipstick, just like a whisper of vanilla. Like, I'm not even sure if I'm smelling vanilla. Do you know what I mean? But since we're testing all the things today, I do want to try the gloss layered over this. So that is what we are going to do now. The combination of the gloss over My Main is actually really, really beautiful. And now that I use less of the gloss, it's actually sitting really nicely on my lips, and it's very, very comfortable, and I'm really enjoying it. But the problem that I have with that is that I am personally someone who I love to wear like too much lip gloss. I can't really wear it that way, and I have to keep that in mind because it looked just milky and just inappropriate and awful the other way. So keep that in mind. If you're somebody who likes to layer on a lot of gloss, I don't think it performs well that way. So those are all the products that I bought from this collection. Overall, I think that I'm pretty happy with my purchase. I'm not super thrilled with the broken lipstick, obviously, and I'm not super thrilled about the way the gloss looked the first time I applied it, but I do like it a lot better now that I used less, and also that I paired it with that lip. The palette though, the palette knocks it out of the park, honestly. It is probably one of the most interesting palettes as far as the different finish in here that I've used in a really long time. I said this in the beginning, but I really mean it. I implore you, if you have an Ulta that carries Dose of Colors in store near you, please go see it in person. It is so much more interesting and pretty in person than it is on camera. Lighting and like the camera just can't seem to capture how pretty these shades are. They're so much better in real life. Of all these products, the ones that I'm most happy that I purchased are the My Main liquid lipstick, the Velvet Matte, and the palette. In general though, I think the collection is pretty great. Personally, I think the palette is the standout. I am really, really excited to do 3 looks with this palette. It's actually gonna be 4 because we already did this one, simple as it is. Like, so excited, in fact, that I think I'm gonna sit down and start filming them tomorrow because like, really, like, I can't tell you how much the shimmers in here have like got my blood flowing. They're giving me a makeup boner to the extreme. So keep an eye out for that soon. It should be up, I would assume if you're seeing this on Thursday or Friday, it will probably be up on Monday or Tuesday, depending on how fast I can do it and edit it. Those videos tend to take a little bit of time, and I have another video I want to film this weekend as well. So keep your eyes peeled. What a perfect reason to go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. please do not forget to leave a like on this video if you don't mind taking a second to do that, because it really helps me out and I would super duper appreciate it. If you want to keep up with me between now and the next video, I am at Miss Quinface on pretty much every social platform you could ever imagine. The one I use the most is Instagram. Post on my Instagram stories a whole lot. I post lip art over on Instagram, some more creative stuff, and all of the looks that I do here on YouTube, if I get a good picture of them, they usually wind up over on Instagram, so if you want to see the HD versions of those, that's where it's at. Instagram stories, just kind of do my behind the scenes, PR unboxings, Q&As. We run polls to see which videos are coming down the line next, so come join me over there. It's going to be a good time. I think that's all for today. I will be back in a couple of days, either with 3 looks with this palette or a swatch video and a wear test on the new colors of the Fenty Stunna lip paint. Both of those are coming within the next few days. Thank you guys so much for watching. I always appreciate you, and I will see you in the next one.